Hey everyone, what's going on? I'm going to show you a quick trade that I posted on my Twitter recently. Here's a screenshot of that trade that I posted. And so we'll just get into my current thoughts on why I took that trade. So really to break it down, you know I like to use ranges. I took it from the range high down to our range low, and I wanted to see a swift reclaim of the equilibrium of that range. Price had tried to reclaim that range EQ multiple times, and I thought we might get one more sweep down into demand before reclaiming it and pushing up to the high. But in fact, we didn't. We violated the EQ on this attempt right here. And with or without the range, it was clearly an area of resistance or supply that was suppressing price. But prior to this breakout, the key thing was that we reclaimed this key SR level in green, okay? So on a high time frame, or on the daily chart, when we put in this high and we had multiple attempts to break that level here as we consolidated in the lower half of this range, it was a good sign that we had put in our low and we were really just consolidating until it pushed to the upside. We also retested this area of consolidation in yellow, okay? This was an area of consolidation on the prior leg before it put it in its next leg. So we've retested that prior consolidation, and then as you can see, we ended up breaking out and I came up to the high. We did fall short of actually tapping the range high, but ultimately it's a good sign because even if we consolidate from here on out, we're consolidating at an elevated price above that equilibrium, and the expectation is this is now our local SR that we have flipped, with this one down here being our prior SR. So I think this path is still kind of on track in terms of I would expect a little bit more consolidation still above that EQ before our final push up to that range high. We do have some wick action going on right now though, which makes it really tough to trade on the lower time frames. So personally, I'd want price to settle down a little bit, drop down to the 12-hour. Okay, so clearly price consolidating here at this level within that range. So if we stay above that consolidation area, then I see no reason why this can't hit the range high pretty quickly. If it starts to continue this weakness and we come chop back down to that range EQ into red here, then I want to see strength. I want to see that area bounce hard. Okay, I don't want to see price hanging out around that level. If we come down and we dip once below it with a reclaim, something like that, that's perfectly fine. If we come up to the range high and take out this high, I would expect a correction at that point. Maybe it's a deviation and then we come back down. But ultimately, you can see that price likes to trade in this zone here, okay? A lot of the trading over the past few weeks have been done in that region, you know, between 42 cents and 55 cents kind of thing. So on high time frame, it's naturally going to want to retest that region because ultimately we aren't out of this range yet. Even if we do come deviate above the range high, we're still ultimately ranging within the low and the high. If you're looking macro, you're going to want to see consolidation in the upper 50th percentile of this. So if we do come back down, that's fine. I kind of want to see that level hold, as I said, but I really don't want to be coming back down towards green. If you're looking for trades to the upside, I want to see continued strength. As I said, I want to be trading above that equilibrium for consolidation before the next leg up. If we fall short and we continue to consolidate, as I said, in the upper 50th percentile of this range, then that's fine. That would be perfectly healthy. I would start to address the previous macro highs that fall over here from this high and this high. So naturally, those are the next two areas of resistance that I'd be looking at as potential targets. There is an area of breakdown in here, but price has already swept that area twice at this point. So you just got to look to the next area of liquidity as price continues to fight out of this resistance that we're working through right now. But it looks good. It's still stable. So long as Bitcoin behaves, I think this one has a lot of potential. We are well above the 100 exponential moving average. So do keep that in mind as this average starts to move up. You know, there's quite a gap between the average and price. So as I said, it'd be perfectly healthy for it to come back down, retest that 100 EMA at some point in the near future. But all in all, it looks pretty good. I do think we're in a reaccumulation phase, and especially on a lot of altcoins, you know, where we've most likely made our bottom. A lot of alts have seen a nice push up and then now are in that reaccumulation consolidating range pattern that does take time before ultimately really breaking out and putting in some serious legs to the upside. So patience will be your friend on this one. I think Blur has a lot of potential in the bull run over the coming year or two. So play it slowly, don't blow yourself up, and trade safely. Thanks everyone for joining. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Peace.